Hello friends, myself CA Mohit Gupta and you are watching eTax Helpline. Since we are at the beginning of new financial year 2021-2022, so first of all, I would like to congratulate you all for the new financial year. Secondly, there is a point of worry also that COVID-19 second wave is spreading very fast. So, my humble request to all the members to please be safe, be use all the protections, be use mask, keep social distancing, and try to avoid meetings, gatherings, as well as travel as much as you can. Now, there are certain tasks which we have to do in April, and there were certain tasks which were supposed to complete it by 31st March, and if not done by 31st March, let's complete them as soon as possible in April. So first of all, we'll have a quick look to the list of tasks we have to compare. We have to look into April. First of all, we have to take a decision. That decision need to be taken on 1st of April. Also, that whether same old invoice series need to be continued or new invoice series need to be started for the new financial year. Second, physical stock taking of the stock was required to be done. They have definitely the auditors must have dealt with that situation. Then the HSN code. So that HSN code thing has become a big headache for the taxpayers. Government have come up with the SSC code, 6-digit SSC code list. That is very well furnished, but government have not come up with the 6-digit HSN code list. And what is the reason behind that? The reason is that in certain cases they have charged GST on 2-digit HSN code, 4-digit, 6-digit and 8-digit. So where 2-digit and 4-digit were charged, the list of 6-digit and 8-digit is not provided. So where I have to go? I have to go to custom tariff. In custom tariff, you will find 2-digit, 4-digit, 6-digit and 8-digit. All digits HSN codes with the bifurcation of item you will find there. Then you have to correlate those HSN codes with the rate, GST rates. We are working to come up with some booklet on this, and soon we'll update and notify on this. Then LUT is supposed to be filed for financial year 2021-22 before your first shipment or before your first export of services or zero rated supply to SCZ. Then supply to SCZ need to be taken care of, because all supplies to SCZ are now not in the preview of zero rated supply, but specified supplies are there. So we have to see the list of specified supplies on which supply the SCZ unit have taken the permission. Then invoicing, as we all know, above 50 crore turnover, invoicing is now applicable. However, there is an exemption on B2C supplies QR code till 1st of July 2021. So that is the relaxation available with us. Then the big headache thing, reconciliation between books of accounts GSTR 1 and 3B for financial year 2020-21. Reason why 11th/13th is the last date of filing GSTR 1 and 2024-22 is the last date of filing GSTR 3B. And my humble suggestion to all the professionals as well as taxpayers to please try to rectify all the mistakes pertaining to previous financial year, financial 2021, within March return if that is possible, so that inter financial year adjustment is not required. However, there is a provision in the law that you can do the adjustment by September till September, but still my humble recommendation, if you can do the adjustment in March, that is well. That will remove the headache for the taxpayer, because in case you get a notice from the department, it is easy for you to explain the things. Now, reconciliation of ITC between books of accounts 3B and GSTR 2A. So it's not a two-dimensional but three-dimensional things you have to see, books as well as 3B as well as GSTR 2A/2B, that you have to see. Now this is all about GST. Now let's come to Companies Act. Also there are many changes there in Companies Act, specifically for the purpose of disclosure. but the disclosure will come for the financial year 2021-22. However, please mind it, every financial year figures are also comprised with the previous year comparables. So you must go through all those amendments. I will just highlight few amendments for you. You please must go through all those amendments, and then you have to see what kind of suggestions you have to give to the client and how the companies have to change their procedures and records. Say for example, now you have to do trade payable analysis, aging analysis for less than 1 year, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, and more than 3 years. Then disclosure of shareholding of promoters, reconciliation of gross and net carry amount of each class of assets. That is a big thing. Then trade receivables, less than 1 year, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, and more than 3 years. Detailed disclosure regarding immovable property. Disclosure regarding revaluation and CWIP aging. Loans and advances to promoters and KMPs. Details of Benami property held. So, every auditor is supposed to check that whether company is having any Benami property or not. So, for that, you have to read the Benami Act also. Reconciliation and reason of material indiscrepancies in quarterly statements submitted to bank and books of accounts. Means most of the company used to take credit facility from the banks, and for that they used to submit some documents with the bank. So it is the responsibility of the auditor to check those documents whether these documents are appropriate or not. Pending registration of charges, compliance with number of layers of companies, disclosure of 11 ratios. So you have to disclose so many ratios. Now ratios will come which type of ratios. So please appreciate these type of things need to be done by the auditor. So please try to follow some things, some of these points in financial year 2020-21 audit also, so that the comparable figures which you have to comply for next financial year will be already with you. Now come to few other amendments. As you all know, we used to come up with monthly e-journal on tax and corporate law, and this is the 9th edition of our e-journal. The link of to download that e-journal is in the description. I request you to please download it, please read it, and please suggest us if you want certain changes. So what are the changes? First of all, let's see the compliance calendar. It's a heavily packed compliance calendar. On the 10th of April, you are supposed to file GSTR 7 and GSTR 8. 11th April GSTR 1. 13th April again GSTR 1 for quarterly KYMP schemes. Then 13th April GSTR 6, 15th April EPF ESI, 18th April CMP 08, quarter 4 payment for composition dealer. Then 20th April GSTR 5, 58, GSTR 3B. Then 22nd and 24th April GSTR 3B for category 1 and category 2 states. Then 25th of April ITC 04 for quarter 4 2020-21. Then 30th April you have to deposit your TDS and TCS for the month of March. 30th April 15G 15H declaration. 30th April GSTR 04 annual return for composition dealer. Then 30th April equalization levy. So these are the compliances you are supposed to do in April. It's a heavy packed schedule. Now there are certain new upgradations in GST also. One, GST department used to come up with the modules and guides with for the new functionality. You can download them. Then there is a new concept of classification of taxpayer. When you go to your GST login, you will find a pop-up with manufacturing, trading and servicing. You have to select your primary business purpose, whether that is manufacturing, trading or services. In case you want to change that in the future, you can also change that. Then government have come up with the guidelines how to file QRMP first quarterly return. If you have filed IFF, then how to file your quarterly GSTR1, that they have came up. Then there is a advisory regarding DRC 07A 08A module, that is about tracking legacy areas. So it won't surprise me if you will find your previous regime demands added to GST for VAT, for excise, for customs, for other state taxes which have been merged with GST. For those demands, if you have not paid, you have to pay them along with GST. Then, as we discussed, there is an extension for QR code scheme till 1st of July 2021. Government have come up with the updated list of 6-digit SSC code and also updated schedule of CGST rates. However, CGST rates are not in the order which it was expected by the taxpayer. Then there is an amendment in Companies Act which we have discussed earlier, that there are changes, certain changes which we have to go through. Now there are certain other changes in income tax also. First of all, application for CSR 01 have been opened from 1st of April 2021. So any charitable institution who are willing to take CSR as grant, or who are already taking CSR grants, they are supposed to file CSR 01 form. Secondly, application for re-registration of charitable institutions have also been opened for section 12AB and section 1280G. That is also supposed to be done between 1st of April 2021 to 30th June 2021. Then annual accretion to Provident Fund is there. Recognition of Bennett University, Greater Noida under the category of university, college or other university. So there is a notification for that also. Then changes in Form 12BA, which is Part B of Form 16, which is a schedule to Part B of Form 16. So there are certain changes to that also. Then disclosure in certain information as per Section 285BA. So there are certain changes in that also. Then there is a clarification on the provision of direct tax with Vivad Se Vishwas scheme also. And there is an extension in time limit. Extension in time limit for issuance of notice under section 148 has been extended by 1 month till April 30th. For passing an order under section 144C, 30th April, and for linking of Aadhaar and PAN is 30th of June 2021. Then new forms have been notified for financial year 2021-22, assessment year 21-22. So new forms have been notified, and also this year surprisingly government have came up with the JSON utility instead of XML utility. So now you have JSON utilities instead of Excel utilities, and ITR 01 and 04 utilities have also been come. So these are the latest updates for April and the compliance calendar. You can see the link below for the journal to read all the things in detail. If you have any queries, please do comment. You can also connect us. Please do like the video, please do share the video, and also subscribe the channel. Thank you, friends.